Pass.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, collectors, builders, and those who swear they're only buying one more car, welcome to the Screen to Speedway tournament here at PowerUp Pass. I'm your host, Clancy. Tonight's tournament is designed as a tribute to the movies and shows we grew up with. I'd like to introduce my co-host for this tournament. Joining me is a racing mind built with pure data, zero bias, and probably more processing power than Doc Brown's time machine. Introducing Aries, the autonomous race and event system.
Aries Active. PowerUp Pass, calibrated to spectators, engagement at maximum.
Hello Clancy, how are you? What a wonderful day for some diecast racing.
That it is, my autonomous friend. And what a cast we have got tonight. We've got futuristic families, turtles trained in ninja arts, classics like Starsky and Hutch, horsepower from Fast and Furious, tech genius from KITT, and a winter ride from Christmas Vacation. And Batman. Man, we have a multiverse of Batman here, and Batwoman and Bat-Kid. We'll see which of these is Gotham's true Dark Knight.
Statistically, Bruce Wayne has commitment issues with vehicles.
Fair point. Now, as tradition demands, at PowerUp Pass, all the racers have been fully randomized, no favorites, no rigged brackets, no bat privileges. Tonight, fate decides who faces who. Grab your popcorn and buckle your seatbelt. Screen to Speedway tournament starts now. Let's go and introduce the racers. First up on the track tonight, representing HSL Motorsports, we have a familiar face. Well, sort of. Meet Karl Wrecko, cousin of the legendary, questionably prepared Karl Wrecko. But after seeing Karl's driving technique, which may have included a mysterious coconutty smell, Clark decided he'd better take the wheel himself.
Data indicates Karl's last race involved liquid confidence. Safety protocols appreciate Clark.
Next up, presenting BurgerGring, rolling in like the star of every 80s TV opening montage, it's KITT. The iconic black Pontiac Firebird refuses to roll up the windows, all so that his co-pilot can let the magnificent mullet blow majestically in the wind.
Aerodynamics compromised, style points maximized. However, I do not understand the purpose of the mullet.
And from SloppyBear, we have Batman. He told me to play this tape.
Look, racing down the track, faster than a runaway trolley, smoother than a crime-fighting milkshake. It's the Cape Cruising Crusader of Chrome, 1950s Batman.
Last but not least, from Chip Paint Racing, driving as Gold Batman, we have Leo. Now, pretty awesome, Leo just turned 5 years old, so everyone say happy birthday, Leo.
Happy birthday, Leo.
For a 5-year-old, this kid is not afraid of driving 200 miles an hour.
Actually, we should say 320 kilometers per hour because Leo brought his horsepower in metric.
Yeah, you're right. Leo and his dad traveled all the way from the UK to race on PowerUp Pass.
All right, Group 1 is locked in. 4 racers. 2 will advance. Engines primed. Proceed when ready.
All right, folks, race 1 is underway. Look at them launch. They blast through the cinematic skyway like movie stars late for their own premiere.
Approaching transition zone. Racers entering the grid. Clark still holding the front out of pure beginner's luck.
Clark slips wide on the exit, and he drops back to 3rd place. Now dueling for the front, it's KITT versus the Kid. KITT's got the edge through the turns, calculated, steady, absolutely locked in. KITT holds off Leo, crossed in 1st place, Leo 2nd, our classic Batman 3rd, Wrecko finishes like his cousin.
At least we had a designated driver this time.
Right, here's the results out of the 1st race. Race number 2 with Leo in the pole position. I'm interested to see what this little rocket can do when nobody's in front of him.
And wow, with a clear track ahead, Leo just went full nitro mode. That acceleration wasn't a start, that was a launch sequence.
The Kid's doing great, but you know what I'm worried about?
The notorious Trident bumps of Atlantis. These bumps have sent the most skilled drivers flipping like a bad special effect, but not today.
And he holds the line all the way to the finish in perfect control. That might be the fastest run that we'll see on Screen to Speedway.
Oh yeah. Let's not forget the other drivers. Batman, Karl Wrecko, and KITT pulling up the rear. Let's rewatch Leo over those bumps. Just look at him launch all the way from one bump to another. That kid is born with it, because he is way too young to be taught something like that. And here are the mid-race results with Little Lightning Leo with 8 points, KITT with 6 points, Batman with 4 points, and Wrecko with 3.
And here is race 3 with 1950s Batman in the pole position. Might as well get that radio announcer back.
And they're off! Leo blasts out front like a firecracker on Friday night. Into the grid he goes. Watch out for the recognizer. He slips through Hogwarts like he's on a Nimbus 2000, zips past Bowser's Castle and Pixel Point Break like a greased pixel on hot toast. Under the waterfall, quick hellos to Barbie, Ken, Charlotte, Wilbur, and even Thanos. And boom! Leo takes first place. And don't forget the Batman, Karl Wrecko, and KITT trailing like dial-up internet. Golly gee whiz, what a race, folks! This race is sponsored by Teletone push-button telephones, making calling your neighbor faster than Leo on a Nimbus.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I was just saying the crapper was full.
No way. All right, race number 4 with KITT in the pole position. Let's hope his circuits are running smoother this time. And because our hero of PB&Js and juice boxes, Leo, the kid, drafting right behind him all the way to Hogwarts.
Leo's getting impatient.
And there it is. Leo gets a chance and pushes past KITT, shoving him sideways on Lava Lamp Loop. Here comes Trident Bumps of Atlantis. No hesitation, perfect landing, and here's the...
Oh, right after the turn, he rides the rails and loses speed. Here comes Batman, who rear-ends him, sending Leo crossing the finish line in first place, just in time for his nap. Meanwhile, Karl Wrecko and KITT have wiped out on the bumps and did not finish the race.
And the results for Group 1. Those who will advance on to the next round is Leo from Chip Paint Racing and Batman from SloppyBear.
Cheers, my boy, you've done a fantastic job. Now get a snack and some warm milk and off to bed before the next race.
Well, that was an exciting race, and I was way happy to see how good Leo did. All right, let's introduce Group 2. Rolling into Group 2, we start with someone who's been here before, TRL, but this time he won't be actually in his vehicle. He's driving his Batmobile remotely. Straight from the command station, TRL is essentially the Batman of Wi-Fi. The signal drops, however. Oh, we'll see how the Batmobile does.
Driving from a distance requires trust. To guide a machine you cannot feel, that is a different kind of bravery. I'm eager to see whether precision can travel through airwaves.
Next up, he's unpredictable, he's fast, and his name calls it like it is. From Abnormal Speed Racing, it's Abby Normal, behind the wheel of the DeLorean Time Machine.
The DeLorean is the only car that worries me. Not because of danger, but because it may arrive before it leaves. Cause and effect can be messy.
Third on the roster, from Demon Preacher, driving a vehicle that looks like a military secret on wheels, it's Cobra Sting. This G.I. Joe villain has ballistic missiles pointed at the competition. Don't worry folks, they might not be live, but the intimidation sure is.
Threats are powerful tools, even more effective when they remain hypothetical.
And rounding out Group 2, from Dutch Clutch Racing, it's Dutch. He's driving yet another Batmobile tonight, making Gotham even more confused. You know what I love about Dutch? He is always first to arrive. Every event, every practice, he's here early, ready to race.
Punctuality is a rare trait. Those who arrive early do not just race with speed, they race with intention.
All right, so remote control Batmobile, time-traveling DeLorean, missile-mounted muscle, and Gotham's most reliable commuter. This group might be the most unpredictable yet.
Unpredictable and promising. Let us see who rewrites the story next.
And here goes race 1. The whole group blasts past the up house. The old man gives a very confused wave like, why are those racers at my altitude?
They dive straight into the recognizer section of the grid, and wow, TRL and Abby Normal are already pulling away. Those two are side by side like they're drafting through a sci-fi chase scene.
And here come the bumps. TRL loses momentum. Abby takes advantage, takes first, followed by Dutch.
Reward for punctuality.
And TRL gets third. Cobra Sting, however, finishes on his back.
And here are the results of the first race. Race 2 is set, and this time Dutch gets the spotlight on the pole.
And now they enter the grid. And TRL takes advantage of that inner lane and shoots ahead.
He understands the car as though it were his own hands, a lead earned through adaptation.
TRL holds tight, no cartwheels, no somersaults, just a clean pass over the finish line, followed close by Dutch and Abby, and Cobra Sting finishes fourth, upright this time.
Remaining on one's wheels, always a promising sign. And it's time for the mid-race results, and what a tight match it is.
I gotta say, I do enjoy it when they're this close mid-race because you really don't know who's gonna win. Race 3, and Cobra Sting in the pole position, with those missiles armed like intimidation. Or just decoration.
A threat unproven is only a decoration.
And the group's sticking together through the grid.
Equal pace creates tension.
And it looks like Cobra Sting is trying to pull ahead. Oh, something happened on the level lamp loop. Dutch is holding strong, staying ahead, precision turning, another one, and crosses the finish line first, followed by Abby and TRL.
Consistency rewarded.
Let's have a look at Cobra Sting, who, got turned over on the lava lamp loop.
And here are the results after race 3. This could still be anyone's race.
Well, that's true for Dutch, Abby, and TRL. So Abby's in the pole position, here we go with race 4.
Tension can slow a racer or sharpen them. Abby chooses speed. Just look at those turns on the grid.
Flawless driving past Hogwarts, Bowser's Castle, pixelated pass, Jurassic Park, over those bumps, and here we go. Final turn. Whoa! Abby's sideways, but turning around in contact with Dutch. Abby and TRL cross the finish line, Cobra Sting, and there is Dutch stalled out right before that last turn.
How unfortunate for Dutch.
It almost looked like it was intentional. Let's rewatch that footage. So here goes Abby turning around, transfers all energy like a Newton's cradle, propelling Abby to the finish line.
So the standings are set, TRL in first, Abby in second, and these two will advance onto the next round.
So from our fantastic group of 8 racers, those advancing on will be Leo from Chip Paint Racing, SloppyBear, TRL, and Abby Normal.
Thank you all for joining us here today on PowerUp Pass. I'm Aries.
And I'm Clancy, signing out until the next green light.